As you may have heard, the US Department of Justice has released 3 million documents relating to Jeffrey Epstein, the late sex offender who was friends with some of the world's most influential people. Of course, someone's name turning up in Epstein's emails doesn't imply any wrongdoing, but there have already been major consequences for some of those mentioned. Some of the biggest impacts so far have been felt in the UK. King Charles's brother, Andrew, is again under scrutiny. He was already stripped of his title Prince last year for his links to Epstein. Now photos have been released showing Andrew kneeling over an unidentified woman, and a legal document outlines a claim for damages by an exotic dancer who says she was pressured into having sex with both Andrew and Epstein in 2006. Another alleged victim of Epstein has also come forward, saying he sent her to Britain to have sex with Andrew in 2010 and was afterwards given a tour of Buckingham Palace. The UK's Prime Minister has now backed calls for Andrew to testify before the US congressional inquiry into Epstein. But Prime Minister Keir Starmer is facing Epstein-related problems of his own. His judgment has been questioned over his appointment of longtime Minister Peter Mandelson as US Ambassador. Mandelson was sacked from his post last year for his links to Epstein, but newly released documents show he shared confidential government plans with Epstein in 2009 and received payments from him totaling $75,000 between 2003 and 2004. Emails also show him celebrating Epstein's release from prison for child sex offences in 2009.
Mandelson betrayed our country, our parliament, and my party.
Despite distancing himself from Mandelson, some members of Starmer's own party are questioning whether he can stay on as Prime Minister. Meanwhile, the fallout in the United States has also been significant. Donald Trump, Bill Gates, and Bill Clinton feature heavily in the files. Gates has said he regrets every minute he spent with Epstein. An email drafted but never sent by the sex offender implied he helped Gates treat a sexually transmitted infection caused by extramarital affairs. Gates says the allegations are untrue. Bill Clinton had appeared regularly in photos alongside Epstein, taken before the financier's 2008 conviction for soliciting sex from a minor. Under pressure from Trump's Republican Party, Clinton is now set to give evidence to the congressional inquiry alongside his wife Hillary. Trump is now trying to frame the scandal as a problem for Democrats rather than Republicans, though his name is also mentioned more than 1,000 times in the files, and he spent months trying to block the files' disclosure before relenting late last year.
I think it's really time for the country to get onto something else, really. Now that nothing came out about me, other than it was a conspiracy against me, literally, by Epstein and other people. But I think it's time now for the country to maybe get onto something else.
Survivors of Epstein's abuse feel differently about this, with many calling for further investigations.